Greetings, gods and goddesses in training. Welcome back to the channel. I am Uncle Makara, all relations. It is day one of Seraphim September, okay? If you're unfamiliar with the Seraphim, they are one of the highest order angels, and I've been creating a lot of parallels between them. I've started to understand there's a link between Tibetan Vajrayana and the rainbow body, as well as these particular Seraphim angels, highest order angels, also known as the Watchers, right? And if you understand their energy, they're also described as having this rainbow light or this rainbow body. So similarly, Jesus Christ would be shown in a lot of depictions with this rainbow body. Now, what is this rainbow body and why in the world should we care, right? I think this is one of the ways that we can evolve as humans on this planet, okay? So that's number one. That's a very bold claim, I understand. But if you're on this channel, you understand that you're drawn to this seraphic dragon energy, right? Like this very powerful, potent energy where a lot of people confuse this energy for actually fallen angels, right? So what is the greatest mindset that you want to have as a seraphim? So we understand that our spine is almost like a ladder, and we notice in the Bible they talk about Jacob's ladder, right? There's this understanding of the stairway to heaven, right? And this is actually symbolic of the upward spiral, gang, that I keep talking about, okay? Because it is the spiral staircase ascending upwards, and there have been a lot of depictions of this too. So the Seraphic Mindset is not like ordinary psychology. I think it's like angelic psychology. It could be like a new field of study, right? Because the scientists don't know enough about spirituality, the spiritualists don't know much about science. So when these two worlds merge, then there's such a powerful left brain, right brain fusing happening, right? Where a lot of great ideas, insights, inventions start to actually happen. So this is the consciousness of those that dwell in the fire of God. Seraphim are not winged cherubs with soft little faces. They're kind of scary. They're dragon souls. They're coiled in rainbow light. Their bodies are flame. Their wings are ladders of radiance. So they're known as the Watchers, right? They're omnipresent serpentine currents that weave together Christianity, Tibetan mysticism, and also the ancient, like Aztec, Mayan roots of Quetzalcoatl, the rainbow serpent. Also going into one of Ryan G's protector beings for his telepathic ears chakra, Akura, the rainbow snake. So to think seraphically is to think in terms of a fire that you just cannot kill, right? An immortal flame, a fire that never burns out. It's to burn away illusion, to illuminate the truth. Jacob dreamt of a ladder that connected heaven and earth. Angels ascended and descended on it. What was he really seeing though? Was it the axis mundi or the kundalini? Because Jacob's ladders technically are a spinal ladder. And I honestly think that this rainbow light is all of the chakra points fused and just glowing very bright. I mean, this is just one theory, right? I'm just throwing it out there. I think we need to find a way to fuse all these ideas together. And it's finally coming together this month, 2025. You begin in survival, crawling in the dirt of your fears, right? As you ascend, you realize that your body itself was the gateway. Chakras are like gates, and each one can be lit up like a rainbow bridge. All you spin is rainbow. Seraphic Mindset is actually the discipline of climbing this ladder. Full awareness, rung by rung, until the soul starts to shine iridescent like the prism of God. In Tibetan Vajrayana, or Jochen, what they believe is that the yogi dissolves into a rainbow light. Their skin vanishes and only nails and hair remain. But is this similar to the body of the seraph? The snake-like shimmering coils of consciousness that is no more trapped by its fleshly vessel. It's just eyes, right? Eyes, eyes, eyes. So are they seeing way more than we can see? Because we can only see a little bit of visible light, right? I wonder what these highest order angels can see. So what if this seraphic mindset was to teach us a way to be spiritual and activate our energy centers. The Book of Enoch, it mentions something about watchers, angels who gazed upon humanity with fascination. In the East, in Hinduism, they call them devas, or gods. In Mesoamerica, notice how they're serpent gods. But the archetype is the same, beings of light that can see it all, right? This omniscient awareness. The Seraphic Mindset is to embody this watchful awareness, to stay as witness consciousness without selling your soul, to see without judgment, like a serpent coiled around the tree of life, to be present enough that you're both the climber and the climbed, the watcher and the watched. So my belief is that these seraphims are actually dragons, okay? And they're not like the cartoon devils of like medieval lore, like how they show dragons. Their wings are actually scales of fire. Their tongues are lightning. And their song is the vibration of galaxies. So to awaken the dragon soul within is to breathe with the cosmos, to roar as thunder while still remaining still as stone. So it's the paradox of infinite power and infinite surrender. So this is the Seraphic Mindset. It's not human ambition. It's a dragon awareness. Even though the dragon is symbolic of the ego, this is no ego, all flame. So this mindset is like the great synthesis, right? It doesn't say like this tradition is right, so that one must be wrong. The serpent of light has many skins but one body. So for practical transformation, how do we live with this mindset? You gotta climb daily. Gotta climb Jacob's ladder daily, okay? Which means that meditation, breath work, yoga, okay, chanting mantras, right? These types of practices will be very important. We're here to burn illusions. Now, of course, the adepts will be getting way more, right, compared to just generic viewers. So if you are listening right now, make sure you go to primalsutramysteryschool.com and you become a full-time adept, okay? That way you'll get more of the container of this community and the many blessings and light codes that come from being a part of our collective, okay? We would love to have you there. Move your body like a serpent, pray like a dragon. Feed yourself this rainbow bridge, right? Colors, sounds, vibrations. This is why I love dressing up in different colors, right? It helps me to expand my state of consciousness out of this dull, dark, gloomy world, right? And lastly, you want to watch with seraphic eyes. You want to watch with super consciousness or God goggles. I truly believe that humility is a big aspect of this too, because the seraphim actually cover their eyes with their wings and they cover their feet with their wings, including they have 2 wings to fly as well. So altogether 6 wings, right? Which is actually a very powerful depiction, especially when they're seen with so many eyes, right? So the rainbow body is not like a prize, it is your true nature revealed. It is simply your dragon heritage remembered. And the seraphic mindset is this: you are already the stairway. You are already the flame. You are already the dragon. So if you start crawling by, clutching the ladder, right, at the lowest, most rung of the ladder, you're never really gonna climb. And the mentality of the seraphic mindset is, I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna go up this ladder. I'm gonna experience and reveal my true nature. I'm gonna see my highest potentiality with a fresh pair of eyes, right? A pair of eyes that is run by this higher consciousness. So perhaps this is why I've been so drawn to Padmasambhava, why I've been so drawn to, these different path workings, connecting all this wisdom, ancient wisdom, right? A lot of people think like this kind of stuff is just all hallucination, it's all a bunch of bogus, but wait till you have an actual mystical experience, right? Because once you can actually experience something weird for yourself, then that's when you're going to go even deeper into this and you'll start actually understanding how this thing works, right? So how cool is it to even understand that love means no separation and that we're here to actually be the greatest embodiment of wisdom and love. Wisdom, love, and light, right? So this is the question you could be asking yourself. What would the most loving and wisest version of me do? That is the seraphic mindset. What would the most loving and wisest version of me do? And this is how you enter flow state. You have to understand your doingness becomes beingness, right? Because ultimately, productivity makes you a slave, man, right? But when you're doingness, what you're doing can become a beingness. We're human beings at the end of the day. We're not human producers, okay? So once you understand that, you can actually get more productive, right? It's a paradox. It's ironic, but it actually helps, okay? So switch your mentality this month that my doingness is going to create this presence container, this beingness. And from the beingness, I can shine, right? I can shine, right? We were shining a lot last month in Aura August, but now it's a different kind of shining. It's a higher rendition of shining, right? This is a very high vibrational energy, so health will be a priority. Remember this, okay? Let's get it today. Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. If you have any questions, post them below. Join the Telegram group. You already know what it is. Let's get it today. Boom.